Okay. So, today I'm going to be talking about, like, just letting you guys know me a little bit, so before we, like, dive into anything crazy or something like that, I don't fucking know. So, I'm going to be just, I asked my friends to ask me a couple questions. They did. Really fucking idiots. Except for Mara, I love her, and Anna. But, so I told them to ask me some questions so I can answer them for you guys. And I'm going to just be telling some stories along the way for you to get to know me, get a feel for me, and, see if you want to, watch me anymore. After this video, probably not. It's okay. I understand. But if you do like this video, so I know that you love me, I know I love you too. Watch it get 0 likes, only dislikes, I'll be fine with that. And make sure you subscribe for more. I promise I will try my hardest to stay disciplined and to upload every Thursday. Yes, Thursdays. Because I'm recording Monday today. And yeah, I'm going to get this up by Thursday so I can do something next week. Which I might do 3 things. I might go shopping. I have to see who will take me because I don't know how to drive. I might paint on a canvas, which I've never done before. Or I might do something else. If you have anything for me to do, like you want me to see me like a regular person do, just comment down below and I will try my hardest to make it happen for next week. Okay, before we get into any of that crazy stuff, we have to do the first video, which is this. So the first question that I have is, have I ever thought about leaving a legacy? And no, I haven't. I'm not the person for kids. I don't kids are not for me. I just don't see myself having kids. It's just so not in my cards, I don't think. And I am the oldest of 6. They're not all in this picture, but most of them, well, some of them are. I don't know if they want their ugly baby pictures on the internet, though. That's actually hella funny. One of them's gonna probably text me and be like, oh my god, you fucking like, you showed me and I look so ugly, whatever. So, yes, I have 6 siblings. I'm the oldest. I have Jimmy, Winter, Elijah, Kaya, and Javon. And then I also have my other brother, who I don't talk about. And, I'm the oldest. I'm only 18 years old too. Like, oh my god. And I can't wait until they all grow up, because then maybe they will stop getting on my nerves. Hi. Also asked what's my biggest achievement, and he thought that I was going to say graduating high school, which I did. But no, high school was insane for me, which leads me to my first story. I remember in high school, this one time, there was this boy. He was sitting all alone there, and he was new. No one was around him, and I had just came in from lunch, and I was like, oh, maybe I should talk to him. He was like looking at me too. He was like, he looked so sad. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, I'll go talk to him because I'm nice, right? Never a fucking again. Like, I would never do it again. So I was also the type to be around my teachers a lot. And like, I was like the teacher's pet, kind of. I loved my teachers. We were like, I don't know. So, you know how Vegas is, like the fucking teachers at the school, you gotta be careful for them. So, you can't say too much. So he's sitting there and I'm just like, oh, maybe I should go talk to him. My teachers, they tell me, no, he's from the group home, and we know how you love talking to people from the group home, which is a whole nother story that I'm not getting into, not for a while. So I'm like, oh, they're right. 5 minutes later, hi, I'm Taliba. What's your name? So we're gonna call this guy, I honestly forgot his name. I don't think I remember. But I'm gonna call him Kyle. Because I've been listening to Kyle a lot and I like him. And so Kyle's like, hi, I'm Kyle. You know, he's like telling me stuff and I'm like, I see your schedule. And then like he's upstairs for the whole day. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, okay, well, have fun up here. I mean, like, you're gonna be up here a lot. He's like, yeah, only time I'm not upstairs is for lunch. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, dude, blah, blah, blah. So we're talking and talking. And then I'm just, like, listening to him. Like, I didn't really have much to say to him. I was like, okay. And then I start doing my work. And then he's like, well, I just want to show you something before we continue this conversation. In my mind, I'm like, we're not even talking right now, but okay. And I'm like, okay, what is it? And he's like, he shows me his arm. He rolls up his shirt, and then it's a cut. It's like a A with a circle around it, like anarchy. And I was like, oh, okay, why are you showing me this? I'm like, why'd you do that? And he's like, I don't know, I felt like it. And I was like, okay. I was like, red flag. I was like, okay. And then, so he's talking some more, and I'm listening to him. I'm doing my work, and I'm like, you should really do your work. He's like, I can't start today because, you know, I'm new, and it's my first day. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's true. And then he's still talking, and then he's like, oh, blah, 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 something, something, something. It will be easier to tell you how many drugs I haven't done, like the drugs I have not done. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what drugs haven't you done? He's like, I haven't done MDA, heroin, and something else. I forgot what it was. And I was like, so this bitch did coke and like meth? I'm like, he's insane. You know how many drugs there are? Like, there's no way that he did all those drugs. Like, he was like, dude, I think he was a year older than me, and I was like, what year was this? It was like 11th grade year for me, I think. Yeah, it was 11th. Or was it? I don't know. It was either 11th or 12th, so I was like probably 16, 17. And so he was probably like 17, 18. I was like, there's no way. I was like, why are you in the group home? He's like something like ditching or something. I don't know, something stupid. And then I'm like, okay, whatever. So I go away from this guy and I like talk back to my teachers. They're like, I told you not to talk to him. And then I was like, yeah, I know, but like, you know, I don't fucking listen. So, and I will now because he was weird. And they're like, yeah, we know. We talked to him a little bit and he was like, whatever. And so I'm like not talking to him or whatever. And I go home, I come back, I go to lunch, and you know, the whole day goes by. And then I go back upstairs into the room because I had student aid. And I was like, oh, where should I sit? None of my teachers were in the classroom because they had a meeting to go to or something like that. And then Kyle, he's like, hey, come sit over here. And I'm like, oh, hi. It's like a whole new day. And then I'm like, hi. And I'm like, how was your first day? He's like, oh, it was good, you know. And I was like, oh, yeah. And then he said something, and I was like, oh, that sounds something familiar like my friend said yesterday when we were going home. And I was like, she did say that. And then he was like, yeah, I seen her. Like, I seen you guys talking. And I was like, and I heard her. And she said this. And he said what she said. And I was like, I didn't see you there. Why didn't you say something to me when you seen me? Because now it's like weird. He's like, no, I don't like to go up to people. I like to watch them or whatever. And I'm like, don't do that. That's what I said. I said, don't do that to me. I don't like that. And then my teachers come back, so I'm like, oh, I have to go over there. So I go back, and then like next day, and then I see him, and then like we just don't talk for like a week or so, and then I'm like, then he makes friends, and I'm like, oh, okay, he made friends, that's good for him. And then like one day he fucking grasped me back into his vicinity and his, you know, proximity. I was like, oh my god. I was like, okay, whatever. And I was like, hey. He was like, hi. He was like, oh my god, blah blah blah. And then he's like, I'm just doing my work, I swear, I'm not even talking. I don't even know what I was wearing. I was probably wearing a black shirt and some leggings, because that just seems like me. I just always love to wear black. Like that's all I wear. And then so he's like, he's looking at me, and then like he starts talking, and I'm like, okay, whatever, I don't really care. And he's like, oh, I'm so horny. And I was like, oh. I was like, okay. And then he like, I had my hair in a ponytail. He was like, oh, I would love to just grab you by your ponytail. And then he like makes a little movement like this and like grunts, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta get away from this bitch. And then he said he has to go to the bathroom, and then I just stayed away from him forever. And I was just like, oh no, that bitch is weird. I bet you he was still watching me and stuff like that. He never passed me notes or anything, because he left. Like, I think he just ran away from the group home and he didn't come back. And I was like, oh shit, this has nothing to do with me. And then I was like, you know, stay away from that kid. And I was just like, oh no, But my greatest achievement, oh my god, I realized I didn't even answer the question. But my greatest achievement, I think my greatest achievement was when I did community service, 120 hours of community service, because I hated it so much. I thought I was not gonna finish, because she really had a bad attitude and I have a bad attitude, and when two people who have bad attitudes get together, it's just a bad attitude party, and one of them ends up losing. And it was just that she had such a bad attitude, and it was the library. This girl was so strict about the library for no reason. Like, I was just like, it was the city library too. It wasn't even like her library or anything. It was like the city hall library, and she had an attitude all the time, and I just did not. I couldn't. Like, I was just like, no. Like, all I did was like cut papers and organize the books and clean the books and stuff like that, and she had an attitude about that. I was like,
and I was working for free. Like, who the fuck complains about free work? Like, I could see, like, if she had attitude, if I was, like, being paid a paycheck or something. But no, it was community service. Like, I just had to fucking get my shit done.
oh my god, this lady is really gonna be the death of me. 120 hours, that's all I had to do. I remember one time I tried to, it was like no school on that day, and then I went in there, and then she was like, you're supposed to stick to your schedule. But the first day she was like, yeah, you can come in here anytime so you can hurry up and finish your hours. But then this day she's like, yeah, you can't, you have to come on your schedule, you can't just come in here and think that you can work. And I was like, girl, this is a fucking library, no one's even in here. Do I remember one time in the library, some guy was jacking off in the back of the library, and I was like, what the hell? Like, the craziest shit be happening. I swear, I'd be like, oh my god, I'd be so mad. But I really thought I was not good. And I had to walk home every day in the pitch black. I had to walk home all by myself, and I was so scared. And it was like, it wasn't that far, but it kind of was. And I never had any money to take the bus. I was like always watching the bus go by, and I was like, bitch, I want to get on you. Bus drivers here are so rude too. My childhood dream job. What's your childhood dream job? As a child, what did I think was a cool job? See, here's the thing. Every job that I had that I wanted to do, my Nana, I remember this. My Nana would always come. I would always come to my Nana and ask her about it, and then she would always ruin it. Remember, I wanted to be a ballet dancer. She was like, have you seen their toes? They have to like glue them together and their toes are like really strong and they always break and they always have to like wrap them together and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, no, not the job for me. I like my toes. Then I wanted to be a vet, and she was like, I hope you're ready to see dogs die, because that's what they do at the vet. They kill dogs. And I was like, don't want to kill dogs either. So, yeah, no, I don't know. It's like a lot. I think it was a lawyer. Yeah, I wanted to be a lawyer for some time, but then I was like, I don't want to argue with people all the time, and it's really what's the word I'm looking for? Something fucking stupid. Watch, I'll remember it later. It's a really like fucking, it's hard, but like it's not, but it's like it's not for the faint of heart. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a really tough job to like be in for a while, for a long time. You know, you kind of get tired of arguing all the time and blah blah blah. Oh, my friend Anna, she asked me what was my first cartoon crush, which actually is a good question. I actually never thought about that. I really didn't have a crush. Let me think.
Okay, I just want to say that as a child, I didn't watch a lot of TV. Like, I didn't, like, have that luxury, you know? So I don't know a lot of cartoons that a lot of people know. So I'm going off of, like, 10 cartoons, and none of them are, like, whatever.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. What is all the cartoons that I watched? I don't even know, like, as a child. I don't think I have one. I never had a cartoon crush. I don't think. Cartoon question. I haven't had one. Sorry. I'm trying to think, but I can't think of any that I've actually liked. If I remember one, I'll tell you. And then my friend Mara, she asked, what are my hobbies? Oh, okay. My hobbies are crocheting. I like to crochet sometimes, not a lot. God, I'm not old, mom. Jeez. I also like to shop till I drop. No, I'm just kidding. I like to shop, and I like to be online and use Wi-Fi and do all the things that people do nowadays. Woo. And then she said celebrity nudes, because I have seen so many celebrity nudes, but everyone has, but not Mara. Every single time I ask her, I'm like, hey, if this person's nudes came out, would you look at them? And she's always like, no, I wouldn't look. And I'm like, bitch, why? I look, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just weird. She thinks I like save them to my phone or something, but I don't. I don't save them to my phone. I just look like I'm like, oh, their nudes leaked. Like, let me see. I'm just a curious cat. That's it. I don't know. She just tries to like make me seem like some sick person, which I am, but you don't have to make me seem like that. Jesus. Then she asked me what are my favorite celebrities. Well, she asked for celebrity, but I don't have just one celebrity that I love. I love a lot of celebs. Ooh, like this one over here and this one over there, and all of them. Let me see. Lana, Josh Dunn, Tyler, Noel Miller, freaking Nicki, Ariana, Beyonce, Rihanna. Who else do I love a lot? Oliver Sykes, I love him. Oh, Brandon Urie, he's on my TV right now. Who else? I love a lot of celebrities. let me say some actors because I haven't said not one actor.
Who's my favorite actor? I love Seth MacFarlane. I really do. He's so funny. And also, who was it? Actually, I don't like watching movies. Movies are my thing. I had to say though, like, which one would I watch?
I don't know. I don't have any favorite actors. Oh, I almost forgot Freddie Mercury, the queen of all queens. Yeah, favorite celebrity right here. Wow, how did I forget you? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. God, I feel so bad now. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Favorite foods: shrimp, pasta, spaghetti.
And cake.
Yeah, that's it. Shrimp, pasta, spaghetti.
And cake.
Oh, and crab legs. I love crab legs. But who doesn't? Favorite show? My favorite TV show of all time is Family Guy because it's funny and it's really great and always it's just amazing. I don't know. And then what's the place I want to visit? Oh, this is a good question too. A place that I really want to visit. I don't know why she fucking asked me this. Oh, Canada. I would love to ask Canada. Because I would say I don't like going out the country. I don't. I'm scared. I don't know why. Because I feel like everything happens to me. But everyone feels like that. So. Okay, and I have some questions. Or some stories. My biggest fear is birds. I hate birds. They're not my friend. I don't like them. I don't like to be near them. Sometimes I can go near birds. Sometimes I can't. It just depends on the day and how I'm feeling. If I realize that the bird is right there or not, I don't know. But if I do, most times I will try to go around the bird or I'll stop. The reason why I hate birds is because in the 11th grade, my aunt, love her life, favorite person in the world, she scared the dog shit out of me. She told me that if a bird gets my hair and builds a nest with it, my youngest sibling dies. So I love my little sister to death, my little baby. And then I'm like, oh shit, and it's gonna hurt me if the bird fucking gets my hair. So I'm walking to school through the ditch one day because that's where I used to walk. Like, I used to walk through this ditch every day to go to school. Craziest shit happened. I'm going to write that down. I'm gonna just write ditch stories because there's like so many stories of me just walking in the morning through the ditch and I just cannot. So I was walking home from the ditch and through the ditch because I was walking back. So I'm walking home from school and I'm going through the ditch and I don't know where this bird's like swooping down trying to I felt like it was trying to get my hair. I swear I felt like it was trying to get my hair. And it was like swooping down left to right and I was like, it was behind me. Oh my God, I got so scared. I was so terrified. I was so scared. And then like it was like making noises. It was cawing and I just couldn't do it. It's not in my heart. I got so scared. I remember telling my aunt, she was like, no, it did not do that. And I'm like, girl, you're the one who told me that that's what they do. And I was like, but I don't think it does it like that. I think it tries to sneak up on you. And I was like, no, this wasn't trying to sneak up on me. I don't know what the fuck that bird's problem was that day or what. Like, I don't know. But some crazy shit was trying, like, he was trying to do something very crazy to me. And I'm not fucking with it. Not even a little bit. And that's why I'm scared of birds. And now, ever since that day, I just don't even communicate with them. Like, I stopped texting them. I stopped doing everything. I just don't have time. And then my first crush, my first crush was money. No, I'm just kidding. My first crush was, there was this guy. I went to like, was it like a preppy school? I don't know. Mom will tell me if it was or not. I remember I went to school and I was in like the 3rd grade and I was like, just trying to do my 3rd grader shit, like, like do multiplication charts. Maybe I was in the 2nd grade. No, I was in 3rd grade for sure. I wasn't in the 2nd grade because in 2nd grade I didn't think about. I was like literally like confused about everything in the 2nd grade. I literally did not get anything. I was just sitting there and I was just like letting the days pass me by, and I was just like. So I'm in the 3rd grade and there's this field and I see this guy sitting there. He was by himself. He was so cute. He reminded me of Justin Bieber, and I was like, yes. Oh my god, you're so cute. And I was like, oh my god, you're so cute. So instead of going up to him and talking to him, I would come to school early. I don't know how I did it. I think I lied to my mom or something, and then I would come to school early, and I would run on the field because he would always be on the field in the morning. So every morning, I would come to school just to run in front of this guy so he would notice me. I'm such an idiot. I would never do that now. It was probably the only year that I was healthy. Only year that I was healthy. So I remember he was in the 5th grade, so I've always liked older guys, but I remember one day his friends were all around and they were talking and whatnot, and then like they start fucking with him, they start picking on him, and they're like, oh, he likes you, blah 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 blah. He was like getting ready, he was like, oh my god, stop guys, like, oh my god, leave her alone. And I was like, I suddenly lost interest. But then I remember, I think it was like next week or like later down the line, he was the teacher's kid. Like that, like, and I was like, oh my god, how could I have a crush on a teacher's child? I'm such an idiot. It's like, I'm such an idiot. I'm such a stupid person. And that's it, guys. That's all I have for you today about me. So thank you for getting to know me if you made it this far along, which I probably hope you didn't, because this was, I don't know, it was whatever, just chilling. Next week I'm going to do something better because I'm gonna have money, and then you know what I could do? I can try to order in a oh my god, that would be terrible though, because I gotta take that shit off. I don't know. We'll see what we're doing next week. But have a good day. Have a nice day and have a nice day today. No, I'm just kidding. Oh wait, no, I'm not kidding. But have a nice day, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and always check the description box below and turn on the bell notifications for when I post, which I hope is next Thursday if this comes up, because I am so not disciplined and I don't know how to do anything. So god, I'm always so awkward when I'm trying to leave. It's such a bad habit of mine. Bye guys.